environment summer camp info session today. And my name is Andy, and I will be hosting this info session today with the Scarlett. Scarlett is the president of the Southern California Chinese American Environment Protection Association, and we're really enjoying. We're really pleased to all of you to join our session, and we are gonna inviting there are so many expertise and professional coach today to introduce our programs. So let's get started. I'm gonna share my screen. Okay. Hi, everyone. And first of all, I'm gonna introduce the Scully. Scully gonna introduce her association to everyone. What is the Scalper? Hi, Scully, did you
Okay,
hear?
thank you, Andy. Yes, I can hear you. Just a little bit note to Andy. I have some animation on the photos, so maybe I'll give you the hint to advance. So maybe you can go to the next slide.
Okay.
Yeah, hey, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to this summer camp information session. This is Scarlett Zhai. I'm the president of Southern California Chinese American Environmental Protection Association. Can you go back? It's going forward a little bit too fast. Yeah, this is correct, please. So SCCAEPA is a nonprofit organization. It's established in 1991. Our mission, one of them is to promote the environmental awareness and promote the members' communication. So that's why we have the annual conventions, and the other mission goal is to participate and serve the environmental scientific community and the Chinese American community in so-called Southern California. So these photos are showing some of our activities. We have the annual convention where our members come together and we develop the network. And we also have our young generation, next generation students help get together and do the beach cleanup. And we also regularly have the next generation job hunting workshops. Now we can move to the next slide, Andy. Yeah, one of our flagship event is the Los Angeles Environmental Forum. We had this forum starting in 2000. That's where we hold the international conferences where we have mostly visitors, scholars, and working professionals from Taiwan and mainland China and Hong Kong. We meet together once a year or twice a year, and people exchange on their experience and knowledge on environmental field, management, technology development. And we also, part of the Los Angeles Environmental Forum, we also provide training workshops to delegation groups from Taiwan and China. In the recent years, we also have our sub-forums in China. So that's a brief introduction of SCCAEPA, our association. Now I will turn it back to Andy.
Thank you for Scully. Have a very fully and detailed introduction about what is the escapes doing and what it looks like. So next, I'm going to introduce about AEC. AEC actually is a non-profit organization and founded in 2018, and the full name is American Educated Chinese Foundation. Our AEC is certifying organization for the President's Volunteer Service Award, and our mission is to develop Chinese and American students into global leaders and innovators by providing mentorship, training, and opportunities to engage in service learning. So for the mission, I guess we have something in common with the SCCAEPA, and we really hope we can doing together to holding on the summer camp for this summer for all the students to join us. So next, I'm going to introduce about this program. So we're holding the programs named the Environmental Summer Camp. And there are some bullets I'm going to introduce to everyone. What are we going to do? And give you some basic impression about what this program looks like. So first, for middle school, we are holding for the middle school and high school students, and we have a multiple teams to conduct self-directed research and design projects, which there will be 5, and later our coaches will be introduced more details about it. And the environmental professional from the SCCAEPA from coaches the teams and apply knowledge to real-world environmental topics and propose solutions, and reinforce students' leadership skill. And topics include water resource management and conservation, groundwater issues, water treatment, and the emerging contaminants. And we also holding some field trip to sites in Southern California, so the students join our camp can have a more practical the experience to get to know about the environmental things. And finally, the competition by presentation to judge at the end of the camp. So this is some kind of like a basic idea about the fees you're gonna pay for this camp and the time. So the program fees will be $120. And if you're the membership of the SCCAEPA, then you can have like 20% discount. And the program date will be from the June 24th to August 4th. And we welcome, and the students we're looking for is from the middle school to high school, which is the 7th grade to 12th grade students in South California who have our independent study ability. Okay, the schedule will be weekly classes, and each of the classes have holding on a different topic, and with different topic they hold on a different field trip, which is like 1 to 2 hours per week. So next we're gonna transfer to Scully to introduce the fabulous and the professional coach to everyone.
Okay, thank you, Andy. Yeah, as a SCCAEPA, this is actually our first time hosting such a diversified environmental summer camp. So we're very excited, and we gathered a lot of expertise from our association. The coaches we have for this program, I'm going to introduce them one by one. So our first one is Dr. Jian Peng. He's currently the section chief of Orange County Environmental Resources, OC Public Works. He was the vice president of our association a couple of years ago, and at his current position, he oversees many water quality programs. He is a part-time lecturer at UC Irvine, and also he taught several courses at Cal State Fullerton. Now, he was a scientist at the Southern California Coastal Water Research Project, and he got his doctorate degree in geochemistry from the USC, very prominent USC, and also an MBA from UC Irvine. Now, I'm sorry, Dr. Peng has a very busy schedule today. He cannot join us personally today, but he did send a short video introducing the program. So I believe Andy will play that momentarily.
Sure, let's watch the video from the Dr. Peng Jian. Wait a second.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the summer camp, and I look forward to meeting you in person and lead you to several field trips to some very interesting environmental projects. My name is John. I will be the lead for the field trips in Orange County. I'm in charge of the monitoring and project management at OC Public Works. So these projects are pretty familiar to me, and I'm very excited to introduce this project to you. So the first project is a groundwater recharge project. As you know, that Southern California, we're really short on water, and this project actually introduced the treated wastewater and the water we introduced from Northern California and the Colorado River and upstream Santa Ana River into the ground, and it'll be very interesting to see. The second project is a low impact development project where by transforming a old business park that's actually our office into a permeable and landscaped area, we can capture and reuse stormwater for the similar reason where the stormwater become a resource rather than a pollution source. The third project is a very pretty set of wetlands in the city of Irvine. So this is a project where we guide the urban runoff, that's the polluted creek water, through a series of constructed wetlands to make it clean and then release back to the creek so that it supports the downstream habitat. The fourth project is a combination of several projects. So there is a small watershed that drains into the Newport Bay in the city of Newport Beach, where there is selenium problem and potentially some other issues, but mostly selenium and invasive species. So City of Newport Beach, in working with us, have built a series of projects, including a dry weather diversion, a underground flow-through wetland, and they also transform the whole park by removing the invasive species and planting the native species. And now the project is almost complete, and the city staff actually will be leading the tour with us together with Newport Conservancy. So these are the four projects. It's going to last about an hour and a half. So we're going to actually meet on site, and I'm going to introduce you to the project, probably with some project partners as well, and field questions. I can also see, if there are other opportunities where, questions you want to ask, and, how you envision the environmental field potentially as your future career, or any questions you could have. I want to make sure that the field trip is fun, informative, and I know probably you will enjoy the time out as well after such a long stay-at-home period due to the pandemic. So I look forward to meeting you, and I'll see you in a couple months. Thank you.
Okay.
Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone.
Sorry. Okay. Let's go back.
That's the one we should look at. Yeah, thank you for John's introduction. That's the video introduction. We would also like to have some visual for you to look at. This is another summary of John's project. The team will conduct research and field trips. You hear it from John's video that it's every gathering, it's at a field site. So there are 4 sites listed here. That's for their 4 class meeting times. It covers surface water management, different aspects. So these are the sites that John mentioned, and it's mostly located in Orange County, City of Orange, City of Irvine, Newport Beach, and Anaheim. So that's the summary of our first team. Now, can we advance to the next team? Yeah, this second team is the coaches. I would like to call them our 3 musketeers. They are our young, dynamic coaches. Each of them are currently still graduate students. So I'm going to introduce them one by one. Now we have Wensi Li. You can see that her video is on. Wensi, you can wave hi to everyone. She's a graduate student at the University of Southern California, and right now an intern in the Los Angeles Regional Water Quality Control Board. She got her bachelor from UC Irvine, and she has research experience on solar desalination. That's a very advanced technology in the water treatment field. And she also has experience mentoring the study sessions for STEM subjects at the community college. And also Miss Kexin Shen. Can we have Kexin's video on? She's also a graduate student at the University of Southern California. She's an intern at the Los Angeles Regional Water Quality Control Board also. And she got her bachelor from Penn State University, and she has experience in optimization of the UAJA wastewater treatment. That sounds like a cool technology. I have no clue of, but Kexin is expert on that. And she also has rich experience in college application, career choice, life balance, and time management, all these important things in our life. And then our third coach in this team is Xin Ai. She is a graduate student of University of Los Angeles, UCLA, also an intern at the LA Regional Water Quality Control Board in the groundwater permitting unit. She has a lot of knowledge and experience in wastewater treatment and biology. She was a teaching assistant at the university, and I can tell that she has the enthusiasm and knowledge to the next generation. So that's our Three Musketeers team to lead the students to study on microalgae and water treatment. I think one of the Musketeers is going to introduce to us the syllabus. We can go to the next slide. And which one of you is, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, hi everyone. I'm Wensi, one of the coaches in the microalgae team. So our team is focusing on how to integrate the microalgal biotechnology to conventional wastewater treatment for improving clean water production efficiency. As we know, global climate change is impacting human lives and health in a variety of ways. Obviously, California's drought has affected people's daily life in recent years. For example, wildfires has caused by extreme weather is one of the most famous activities every summer in our Southern California. When severe drought has increased the tourism in California, limited water availability constrains the operation of power plants and other energy production activities. So improving energy consumption and efficiency in the water industry is necessary to balance or reduce the energy demand for addressing water scarcity. Coupling the microalgae into wastewater treatment plants is one of the promising solutions in recent decades to improve water quality, reduce energy consumption, as well as mitigate the climate change at the same time. So we really need our future generation to realize how challenging the environmental issues they are facing now and encourage them to propose any potential solutions. Next slide, please. Thank you. Here's the syllabus about schedule and general information of our microalgae team. During the 5 weeks online classes, we will encourage and assist students to go through the basic principle of wastewater treatment process and introduce the microalgae biotechnology in the first few weeks, and then explore the alternatives in application of this biotechnology after they belong each section block of study. And students will present their work in groups by either presentation or video at the end of this camp. And I hope this topic can raise students' interest in solving environmental problems and will allow them to have more in-depth study towards their further academic path. So welcome to join us, and I believe we will have fun with those tiny little microalgae together this summer. One more thing need to mention is students may have opportunities to join the field trip in Irvine on July 9th, but it will depend on the number of students' interests and further arrangements. And this field trip is not mandatory for students at our team, but just recommend going outside to take a look and learn more from the trip. Yeah, and this all concludes information about our microalgae team. Feel free to ask if any questions and concerns.
Thank you, Wensi. And I see there is some question in the chat window about the workload, and you can see on the last column here, this team, they listed their reading assignment and notes, so you can get an idea of what kind of workload you can expect from the work participating in this workshop, the summer camp. Okay, we go to the next slide. Yeah, this team is by our Dr. Yue Rong, also we call him YR. We were very lucky to have him serve as our president for 2 terms of SCCAEPA, maybe back 10 years ago. And he's so passionate about environmental work. So now he's back to leading a team again. We want to give a big thanks to Dr. YR. And he's very busy at his career life. He's a program manager at the Los Angeles Regional Water Quality Control Board. He has over 30 years of experience with the regulatory agency. And he was the awardee of 2019 Earth Caretaker by the University of Wisconsin Green Bay. And he's the associate editor for a couple of peer-reviewed journals, including Soil and Sediment Contamination and Environmental Forensics. And Dr. YR got his doctorate degree from Environmental Health Science from UCLA. Now we would like to welcome Dr. YR to introduce his team's topic. Actually, you can use the next slide, Andy.
Very nice. So where's the picture?
You still want the picture?
Yeah.
Picture is on the previous slide. You didn't provide me picture. So if you want to show the picture, go back to the previous one.
Yeah, next one, please. Why you have to skip that one?
Andy, you can stop at the picture one for a minute.
This one. So my project called methane in groundwater. So we touched groundwater a little bit. The picture on your right is the chemical structure of methane, actually. Thank you for picking up the picture. So methane is one of the organic compounds. The real problem, as I stated here, we have a problem in Ventura County that methane is being detected in groundwater. So therefore, this project will be around this real life problem to explore a little bit more in the science behind this. So next slide. I like the picture. Can I have it? This is a methane technical, the chemical structure. So what do we have is 5 weeks, right? The first one, we're going to have a statement of the problem. Hopefully, the student can get into what the real world problem is. The real problem is we have a methane in groundwater that's discovered by the USGS. So on your left, you can see certain terminologies I have underlined. So we're going to explore a little bit more for each terms underlined, okay? What is the Ventura County supervisors, for example? What is the oil and gas operation? What is the USGS doing? What is the methane, right? So all of those things. Second week, we're going to define the scope of work. Every week, we're going to have a questions and answer session, okay, and Q&A. The project is to study the methane in the concentration in groundwater. Okay, sounds like a question like, what is the methane? So I think we can do some web search or a textbook to find out what contaminants it's all about. So we're dealing with water quality, okay? So anything in groundwater, we need to find out what are they. So from very beginning, we need to learn what methane is, okay? From the chemistry perspective, from the human health perspective. So this should be very interesting research. Then there's the water quality and the parameters and what methane the standard in California, for example. And then we need to learn a little bit how to calculating the average, so we can get some result. Third week, maybe we'll have a field trip. If the field trip will be arranged the fourth week, we just switch around, okay? Fourth week, the research result, we can have a discussion, and we can hopefully write a little bit short paper. Then last week, we do the review of the paper and see how how the writing is, and after you understand all of those things. So there's a question in the chat box, right? Talking about the caseload, the workload, sorry. The workload is up to the team members. If you want to do more, I give you more. If you think that too much, then we don't have to do that. But keep in mind, at the end, there will be a competition, right? So that's all depend on how your result is. So it's up to team members. I'm very flexible, giving the student latitude, giving student freedom to explore. I'm just ready to guide you and answer your questions. So hopefully people will have fun. Hopefully they can produce some quality result at the end. Thank you. That's it.
Thank you, YR. Now can we advance to the next team? Okay, can we go back to the bios? Yeah, this next team is also by two of our very experienced members. Indeed, Ms. Donna Chen, she was also our former president of our association for 2 terms. And she just retired from the city of Los Angeles as the assistant division manager at the Bureau of Sanitation's Watershed Protection Division. And in our association's time, she led multiple projects on the use of California native plants for water conservation, water quality improvement, and habitat renewal. Donna also has experience teaching environmental and biology courses for UC and Cal State systems. And also another coach on this team, Dr. Yiping Cao. She is the current vice president of our association. She's currently in her career life. She's a scientist at the Santa Ana Regional Water Quality Control Board. She formerly worked as the chief technology officer at a molecular testing firm. She got her PhD from environmental molecular microbiology. And she has extensive background in microbiological contamination and molecular technology. She published numerous papers, countless. And I think I feel very fortunate that we have Dr. Yiping Cao here today to share the topic with us on this team. Yiping, you're on.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for coming. So Donna is not available today, so I will kind of introduce you guys to this particular team on both of us behalf. So the name of our team is Water Conservation, California Native Plants, and You. So for this particular team, our thought is to focus on 2 things. One is to help you gain knowledge about water conservation, California native plants, and water conscious garden landscaping. So that's on the knowledge part. But another part we thought is really important is skills. So general skills we're thinking about to help you develop through this summer camp is, for example, there are 4 kinds of teams in the real world. So the performance of each kind of team will be different, depending on this type of team. And there are certain type of teams are suitable for certain type of work. So we will help you to learn about that and making the connection between the team and the project and you, so that you can form a good team together to work on this project. So in the very end, what we would hope to the students to achieve, the deliverable, what we call is a deliverable, is actually a design, a California native plants garden design. We want you to come up with a design with a site of your selection. It could be your neighbor site, your community. If you want to do something nice for your community, you could pick a community park and to design that. It could be on your own backyard. So other things so we really like to help the student develop is really self-directed research, how to begin with the end in mind and design the most efficient and effective approach to research on a certain topic, and then achieve that goal. And of course, in the very end, you need to also learn and develop and practice your effective communication skill. So everybody can talk in front of people, but that does not necessarily mean that's very effective public speaking and storytelling. Effective storytelling is a very useful skill, as you will see throughout your college and adult life. So that's what we're hoping to develop. Next slide. Oh yeah, so this is the basic information that's already introduced. And if we can go ahead and go to the next slide. So for our team, we'll be meeting for 6 weeks. Oh, well, for 5 weeks. So in the first week, like I said, we will introduce the concept of team and how to form them. And in the second week, we'll talk about native plants and landscape design. And also on the second week, on that Friday, we'll have optional field trip to a native plants garden so that you can make the connection between what you are learning through mostly Donna. Donna has a wealth of knowledge on native plants and low impact development, and connect that to a real world garden. And then on the next week, we will do a focused topic presentation. The focus topic will be specific topics related to native plants and landscape design. So it will be an expansion of week 2. Then week 4, we will do a project workshop to help you to work on the design project. And in the final week, we will do a group design presentation. So the gist is that we are hoping to divide the student into 2 groups. So each group will work on the design. That's it.
I want to take this class.
Okay, you're on.
Fun.
Thank you, Dr. Yiping. Yeah. So Scully.
Thank you, Yiping. Yeah, I will introduce our next coach, Dr. Jeffrey Hu. Dr. Hu is currently a senior engineer and unit chief at the Los Angeles Regional Water Quality Control Board. He got his PhD degree in civil and environmental engineering. He has 25 years of experience in soil and groundwater remediation from the different fields of environmental industry, including academic, consulting industry, and the regulatory agency. Next, can we go to Jeffrey's topic? Jeffrey, are you on? Okay, looks like Jeffrey is held up by something else. He cannot come here to introduce his team to you. So I will do a little bit introduction in his place. He's going to lead the students to study a group of contaminants of emerging concern. On this title, we say emerging contaminants, but the more accurate name is, it should be contaminants of emerging concern. That is a long name. Let's try to pronounce it. Per and polyfluoroalkyl substances. That's we shorten it as PFAS, PFAS. That would be much easier to pronounce. PFAS is a group of more than 3,000 man-made chemicals, and it's currently mostly unregulated. By unregulated, we mean that there is currently no standards like what's the maximum concentration allowed in our drinking water. It's currently not regulated. That's why we also call it contaminants of emerging concerns. It was very widely used starting in 1960s, but it's just in the recent years, people starting to realize that it can cause a big problem in our environment. We found its trace levels like everywhere, in the iceberg of Antarctic, in the ocean water, really everywhere. Indeed, there was a documentary movie called Dark Waters that was just released in the year of 2019. If you are ever interested, I encourage you to watch that movie. And it tells you the story of how the release of PFAS into our environment can cause a big problem. It can cause serious risk to human health and the environment. If you don't know what a PFAS is, just go back home, and if you check, if you have a non-stick cooking pans, the coating material, it's most of the times it's PFAS. And we also have some our clothes. It can be coated by a layer of PFAS, some carpet material. If they want to avoid the stain to the carpet, they might apply a layer of that too. So it's very widely used in our daily lives. So Dr. Hu will lead the students to research the history of PFAS, how it's being used, and how it's causing the problem in our environment today. Indeed, in his working life at the Los Angeles Water Board, he has experience handling the data some industrial firms collected from the airports. They sample the soil from the airports and look into the PFAS levels there. So he has experience overseeing these kind of projects. So he will lead the students, share his experience with the students, and help the students look into this subject, and hopefully come up with our kids can come up with their solution to this problem. It's just everywhere. It's a problem that's causing more and more attention in our society now. So that's a brief introduction of Dr. Hu's team. Me as a layman, I'm hoping I made the point. Okay, now I think that's our last team. And if you want to advance, just, oh yes, this is our guest speaker, Mr. Jackie Chen. He got his master's degree in executive leadership. Jackie is, I want to speak of his career life first. He's a principal IT cloud architect at Oracle Corporation, very experienced IT professional. I'm so amazed of his knowledge in the leadership skill. And we had some discussion prior to when we were planning for this summer camp. I was just amazed by his knowledge in the leadership, and we want to infuse the leadership concept into this summer camp. So Jackie not only got a master's degree in executive leadership, and he's also certified by Professor Dr. B.J. Fogg of Stanford University as habitat training coach. He also founded the Leading AI, that's a club for the youth, to help them develop and provides the AI and the leadership training programs. AI, I assume we all know that's artificial intelligence. That's such a popular term nowadays. And he's also the head coach of Uprising Youth Group of Family Keepers International. He coached 2 high school teams who won the first place in WAICY, that's the World Artificial Intelligence Competition for Youth in 2019. I believe Jackie is also on the meeting with us. Jackie, you want to say a few words?
Yeah, sure. Thank you, Scarlett, and all the coaches and parents. So glad to be here. So I'm also a parent for 2 high school students. My daughter and my son, they're in high school. So I think this is a good summer that, as some of the coach mentioned, that all the kids locked down at home, right? So leadership is an interesting topic. And so I will share some experience working with the high school kids. So using the way I talked to Scarlett about the top-down learning, so which means that many people, we learn from fundamental, which is good. But there's another way of learning is that because the internet and online learning is so popular right now, so I will be sharing the experience how I teach the high school kids. They do the Amazon AI race in a global race. So 5 of them students get into the top 10% of worldwide, about 1,000 competitors. Most of them are college or a master degree in the college in computer science, and many of them are developer in the professional field. So our high school kids actually win number 4 in the global race. So I share the way how they learn the skill about the top-down learning, and then hope your student can also learn that. You still build a fundamental knowledge base in school, but there's another way you can do from top learning all the way down to each individual modules. So you can be excellent in any area you want to learn. And I think that's the way that many AI field or in any science research, they prove that. So I'll share that experience. And also I'll share a test from Gallup, which is a wonderful test tool called Strength Finder. So that can build your strengths of your kids. And also before they go to college, they can find a way to show their talent and strengths in their area. Very glad to be here. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. As you can see, we have a very diversified program. We have topics cover a wide range of environmental issues. So that's pretty much our program in a nutshell. So now I'm going to turn it back to Andy. You can introduce the other topics.
Thank you so much, Scully. And we also thank you for all the coaches have a wonderful, fully detailed introduction about the programs we're going to holding on this summer. So I guess everybody's already so excited about to sign up the program. If you want to get to know more, so we have more information later to get you to sign in. Next, I'm going to introduce another coach. Is our special guest. The name is Dr. Li Junhe. Li Junhe will be joining us to our summer program to focus on the leadership workshop. And Li Junhe is Indiana University PhD in philanthropic studies, and she's also financial advisor to high net worth individuals and senior strategy advisor on philanthropy, and assistant professor at universities in US and China, and a guest writer for China Fortune magazine, Southern China Media Group. And Li Junhe has very full experience in different now government organizations, and he's also board members at those NGOs. So we welcome Li Junhe, and I'm not sure if Li Junhe is in the meeting room. If you're here, maybe you can have something to say. If you're not, we go next. Okay, I guess Li Junhe, Dr. Li Junhe has something stuck by not showing today, but we'll be seeing her and in our next session. Okay, so for our summer camp programs, except the 5 mainly topics we're going through, they will also for holding some leadership workshop for our students. So we are inviting some very professional coaches, as what I mentioned before. Dr. Li Junhe, we also have invited like Dr. Simon. Dr. Simon is the AEC Director of Operation. He's also had a full experience to teaching students about in promoted your skills of leadership. So kind of like we have like a similar topics about leadership is we are inviting some very successful students and coaches to tell their stories. And we also have a topic about why leadership matters. And we also invited Dr. YR to have the fireplace interview and the citation workshop. And we also have another topic about the time management. This is kind of very, very important to including our leadership, to promote our leadership skills. And I guess everyone, if you have more questions about this, you should be sign up the workshop, and to get to know more about information from us. Yeah. So this is the basic our summer camp schedule. And you can see from here is we holding class weekly from Monday to Friday. And the week 1, we have an opening session. This is one-time lecture, all team together. Is holding on the Thursday from 7 to 8 p.m. And from the week 2, almost our 5 topic, the team will be starting their first class, including the contaminants of emerging concerns and the RUP planning every day, every Tuesday, And then also we have every Wednesday we have a teams leadership workshop. And on Thursday we have a 3 team classes, which is micro algae and water treatment and water conservation, California native plants. And we also have a methane in groundwater. And on Friday we have a service water management. And I also marked from the end session about each of the team. So the contaminants will be ending like week 7, and the RUP planning and the leadership workshop will be the RUP planning will be ending on the week 7 also, or week 8, and the leadership workshop will be ending on week 7. And on the last week of which is the 8/8, we'll be holding a team closing session and the presentation of all teams to judge. Well, there will be like a class ceremony, like a graduation ceremony for all the students. Then you can have your teams. You can get some results about your team, what you do, and you're going to have a presentation for everybody. Then we have a choosing the best one, yeah, to give awards. So the for the microalgae and water treatment and water conservation, California native plants and methane in groundwater, those 3 teams will be ending all on week 7, and the surface water management will be ending on week 6. So this is kind of like a basic summer camp schedule for our environment summer camp. So you can have take a picture or take a screenshot. Yeah.
Andy, can I say a few words here? I would like to add a little bit on that in the very end session in week 8. That's when each team will have the opportunity to present to our group of judges. Our judges will be professionals in environmental field and also professionals in leadership, or this other general skill field. So, this year is also our association, SCCAEPA's 30-year anniversary. This is also coincide with our very first summer camp. So we are very excited about this summer camp. We want to have this competition of the end of summer camp. So the winner, we invite the winner to go to our 30-year anniversary convention and do a presentation to a more broader audience of all professionals. We normally, for our annual convention, we have between 150 and 200 attendees, all environmental professionals. So since this year is our 30-year anniversary, we expect even bigger audience. So that's our, the chance for the students to get a lot of exposure and be recognized on their amazing learning experience and achievement through this summer camp. That's my a little bit of explanation on that in the session.
Thank you for Scully, your supplementation, and we'll keep continue. So basically, all our info session today will be finished, and right now is the Q&A. If you have any questions about our program, about summer camp, or for any specific coaches you wanna asking a question, please feel free to tell us right now. Yeah. Let's see. And we also, on the bottom of the slides, you can have our contact information. You can contact via email or WeChat or phone. Either way will welcome.
Yeah, I see there's that question from Brittany Liu on how can this apply to receiving the presidential award? And is this more of individual or team competition? I'll answer the second one. Maybe Andy, you can address the first one. So as we introduced throughout this information session, we are going to organize the students into teams. We're hoping to enhance their team working experience. So it's going to be a team effort doing the project design and doing the presentation at the end. It's more of a team competition.
Okay. For the question 1 about how can this apply to receiving the presidential award, I guess our colleagues already. Okay, I will assign Dean, our AEC member, to answer this question. Dean, did you hear?
Yeah. Hi, Brittany. Yeah, I believe you are one of AEC members. So by attending the summer camp, you can earn your earn volunteer hours and apply those volunteer hours to apply for the presidential award. You can contact us during the program. So if anyone who is interested in applying for the presidential award, you can also join our AEC to be an AEC volunteer. Yeah.
Thank you, Dean. Let's see if we have more question. Okay. So I guess if there are no more questions, maybe you can have a deposit our contact information, can asking us later. Okay. So I guess our info session today is successfully ending, and thank you for the coaches attending, and thank you for everyone joining us today. And if you have any further questions, please feel free to contact us through this contact information, emails, or WeChat on the phone.
Yeah, and Andy, maybe just a little bit more. We are going to post this video on the website, I believe. So if people wants to review,
yes, of course.
Yeah, yeah. So they can rewatch the presentation, and feel free to distribute and encourage if you know your friends, kids are interested, feel free to encourage them to participate. We welcome. Yeah.
We welcome everyone to join our summer camp. We are so excited to have you join us, and please spread out any information to your friends, to relatives, and anything. And remember, feel free to asking us any questions you have, and via emails and WeChat and the phones. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Have a good evening, everyone. Thank you to all our coaches.